What's up guys, it is me George from GameLad75 and welcome to today's video. Now today we'll be doing a summary of the big battle that's happened at E3 and for the last couple of years really, and that is the battle between the two next generation consoles, the Xbox One and the PS4. Now we'll be looking through these two consoles in brief today, and then I'll put some links in for the proper specs and everything of the consoles. So the Xbox One will be $499 or £429 if you're living in the UK. It's got HDMI input-output, two USBs on the back, Ethernet port, Kinect sensor port, SPDI connector, and the IR port. Blu-ray player, which was on the PS3, I think, that had Blu-ray. The game DVR, which allows live streaming to Twitch and things like that, which is quite a high quality game DVR actually. I mean, I don't think you can record like really long clips on it, but you can record clips, which is quite nice, and you can edit, which is really cool as well. The general conference for the Xbox One at E3 was a little bit disappointing, I thought. I thought it was a bit shabby, just not really well put together. Bit overhyped as well, because everyone was going, oh yeah, the Xbox One I think will be really good, but in the end it wasn't. There's lots of rumours about it, not be it like all the stuff that like the pre-owned games and things like that, and it's really been a bit of a problem for Microsoft. One thing that's really annoyed me, you have to like pay a fee to take a game around someone's house to play, because basically when you put the game into your console, it basically saves it onto the hard drive and things like that, and you can't really take it off and take it around a friend's house without paying a fee, which is really annoying. One thing they have done that's pretty nice is they've replaced the Microsoft points with currency. I think that's a little bit better than the Microsoft point scheme, but yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Yeah, but with the always online features and things like that, it's really annoyed people. The controller itself doesn't run off, like a battery pack like was in the Xbox 360. It runs off an integrated battery system, which recharges when you put in USB into the console or something, and then you go from there. The controller itself looks really nice and really kind of sleek. It reminds me of the old controller as well, for the Xbox Classic, which was really nice. I don't know if they kind of took some inspiration from that, but yeah, that looks really nice. The Kinect is 1080p camera, improved motion pickup, improved voice control. I'm not sure about the background, noises that could trigger a reaction with the Kinect, like if someone comes into the room and triggers the console to turn off when you don't want it to. That could be a bit of a problem, but yeah, generally the Xbox One I don't think looks very nice to look at aesthetically, because it just looks like an old VHS player in a way, and looks really chunky, and I thought it was going to be a lot more sleek and refined, but it wasn't to what I was expecting to be. And the name as well, everyone was going like Xbox 720 or Xbox Infinity, but Xbox One, I think the name of it as well is a little bit stupid. It's pretty much concluded the Xbox One. Now we'll move on to the PS4. Now the PS4 is considerably cheaper than the Xbox One. It is $399 or £349 if you're living in the UK. Similar kind of specs to the Xbox One gaming wise, but I think the PS4 is a little bit more power to the Xbox One. The PS4 doesn't include the PlayStation camera, which I think contributes to the price. With the camera, I'd expect the price of the PS4 to be around $450 if you're looking to buy that with it. Of course, there's been some improvements to the PlayStation camera. Similar kind of thing to the Xbox Kinect. But I don't know if it's as good as the Xbox Kinect or not. I haven't used the PlayStation camera at all. The controller, personally, I don't really like PlayStation controllers. They don't really feel right in the hand. They feel kind of a bit flimsy, but I haven't had the chance to hold the PS4 controller, but they've got the touchscreen thing which seems really interesting. I'm not really too sure what it does, but I've heard some interesting things about it and good things about it. So I'll be excited to hear about some of the stuff that's been integrated on that. The share button enables quick access to social media across the game, across the console, which is quite nice. Instead of tabbing out and to go and do it like a really slower process. I think that's also a way to share your gameplay with the game DVR. Apparently it's not as good as the Xbox DVR, but it's still pretty decent, and you can still stream, I believe. So personally, PS4 has kicked Microsoft's ass. Sony have really done a good job on the PlayStation 4, and I think a lot more people are going to be buying the PS4. Generally, the PS4 looks a lot more nicer than the Xbox One. Aesthetically, it just looks so slim and sleek and really refined, and it looks a lot more nicer than the Xbox One. It's not as clunky, it just seems more clean and things like that. And they've done a better job on their conference as well at E3. I wasn't bored watching the PlayStation 4 conference, whereas I was watching the Xbox One conference. But yeah, the PS4 does win. I'll put a link in the description of some more details about both consoles and the games on there. PS4 have already had a lot more pre-orders than Xbox One, which is quite a big plus for Sony and a real kick up the ass for Microsoft. Hopefully they'll kind of do something about it, because they haven't done very well here at E3, and it's been a real disappointment, and I've been really shocked at how bad it has been. It was a bit cringy, really, because I've had the Xbox Classic and the Xbox 360, and they've been brilliant consoles, but in the end of the day, I'll probably buy the Xbox One. Probably not at release, because it'll be ridiculous. £49 is quite a lot of money at the moment, and I'll just wait until the price goes down and see what happens there. But that pretty much concludes this video. I'd like to see some of your opinions in the comments section below. It's been me, George, from GameLad75. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.